Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. So, as the title says, today's reading is next 7 days. If there's any predictions, though it doesn't have to be limited to 7 days, but definitely near future. But I did do it for the next 7 days. So, we'll see what messages come out, all right? So, we have four groups for you to choose from: group one, group two, group three, and group four. Uh, and if you do need to take a moment to choose your group, feel free, but I will see you guys in your readings. Welcome. If you've chosen the first group, then this reading is for you. The next 7 days prediction. Let's see what messages are coming through. I hope you guys are doing good. So we have the Page of Pentacles upright. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. And we have the Three of Pentacles upright. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Three of Pentacles. So it feels like over the next 7 days, things could actually be busy. You know, like things could definitely be uh, busier than usual for you over the next 7 days. This feels both intentional and like things springing up on you out of the blue as well, you know. But I don't see this being overwhelming for you or anything. I actually see you taking it in your stride, maybe craving some downtime afterwards, but kind of riding through this period with ease. It definitely feels like work could be a bit more demanding than usual. It feels like some of you could be out in nature quite a bit this next 7 days too. Maybe kind of journeying through the city or your town, or you know, just kind of out and about and just doing stuff. But some of you could like actually be in like nature through during this next 7 days. Some random advice: some of you are being encouraged to save or just be smart or responsible with your money, you know, whatever that can mean for you at the time. You're also going to feel like you're making progress towards a goal of yours, feeling much more confident about it as well. It also feels like you're going to be learning something new, a skill that's going to be very useful. Some of you could be investing in something new. For this does feel like a new business venture though for some of you guys, but it could be very early days. But this could be like an idea, planning, maybe some implementing as well. But it feels like you're going to be making small steps in the right direction when it does come to a new investment. So there could be someone in your life who isn't very like dependable. But this person could end up surprising you over these next 7 days. You might be able to lean on this person a lot more, despite the busyness, you know, over the next few days. The energy does feel very grounded. It feels like someone may have this impatient, I'm waiting on you kind of energy towards you at some point. But it doesn't seem like there's a reason for them to be impatient with you. It could just be their own things that they're kind of dealing with, that they're kind of, you know, directing towards other people, including you. So honestly, the advice is to ignore them really and to continue doing you, you know. And if it just feels like this person could be busy as well, but just not really handling it as well as you will be handling it, okay? These next 7 days, you might find yourself having to listen to people's problems, or finding yourself in a position where people are kind of just pouring out their problems to you, telling you their challenges, their issues, just finding that people are coming to you with their problems. But for some reason, like listening to these people could end up giving you important insight, like a confirmation or just broadening your perspective on certain things. So, like with the Page of Pentacles, over the next 7 days, like there could be just like this energy of learning, like random stuff, and then learning things in random places as well. But it feels beneficial, it feels like it could be important, knowledge or information, even if it's random, even if you weren't kind of like thinking about it before. So these next few days, you might find yourself having very strong intuitive reactions. Either you're going to be listening to your intuition more, or you're definitely being encouraged to. If you feel the need to resist something or someone, definitely trust that feeling. So it also feels like direction is going to be very important for you this next 7 days. It feels like you're going to have a strong sense of direction. You may also find that someone around you isn't learning, they're not growing, they aren't willing to learn or grow or make positive changes. And honestly, the advice that's coming through when it comes to this person is to just put down the cape, Don't like don't try to like help them or like saving someone from themselves. You should kind of let them help themselves and kind of let them figure it out. There's no point stressing yourself about it. Like you can't help someone that doesn't really want to help themselves. So try to like not stress yourself over a situation like that. So you could also be getting creative in the next few days or supporting someone else's creativity. You may find someone trying to stall or get in your way. It feels like if you do find someone trying to stall or get in your way, it feels like they could be doing it intentionally. So that could be something to maybe like trying to watch out for, like, but you'll definitely be encouraged not to entertain it. Like if you notice it, try not to entertain it, or they're just going to keep doing it, like, and think it's acceptable to do. Especially because you seem quite busy over these next 7 days, so it could be something you can do without. So it could be best to like nip it in the bud if you can. It also feels like you're going to be leaving the next 7 days with like a whole new perspective, just really positive perspective, productive perspective as well, and an enlightened mindset in some way. So there's definitely this expansion when it comes to your mind, and like I said earlier, just learning new things. So you might find within the next 7 days, for some of you, this could be like near future as opposed to 7 days. But you could find that someone will want you to make a sacrifice for them. Obviously, do what you feel is best for you, but you're being encouraged not to make a sacrifice for this person. You may also find that someone wants to collaborate with you in some way. Um, Obviously, do what you feel is best. They do seem to have good intent, but if you can't, then you can't, and that's fine as well. So, we also have Forget Fear. We have Baby, Reconnect with Your Innocence. And we also have Bless Your Heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to help heal and mend your heart. Okay, so with baby, over the next 7 days, you could find yourself reconnecting with a more playful side to yourself, or just feeling at peace, feeling, that calm that kind of comes with that innocence. So you could find yourself in that energy. But there's this mixture of like this calm and playfulness with this, sense of determination and fearlessness as well. And finally, with Bless Your Heart, reach out for emotional and spiritual support. Some people or someone could end up reaching out to you for emotional or spiritual support, but it also feels like you're going to be feeling um, supported yourself, whether that be through people, whether that be from your higher powers, your guides, Um, but there is this sense of like groundedness and innocence, and also just being fearless and determined. But that is all I have for this group for the next 7 days prediction. I do hope this could end up being helpful for you guys, but I'm wishing you guys the best. So take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, then this reading is for you. Over the next 7 days, what are the predictions for you guys? All right. So we have the Hierophant upright, the Six of Pentacles upright, the Five of Wands in reverse. All right. So there could be spiritual or religious, like there could be a bit of a spiritual or religious theme over the next 7 days. Maybe participating in religious events, community events, events that could be quite traditional for some people. Some of you could be creating your own traditions over the next 7 days as well. Like some of you, I don't know if I just said this, but you could be I think I just said this, but like participating in a religious event. Some of you could be creating your own spiritual ceremonies or practices, something that you might do with family or friends. It feels like this group is ending the year on a really positive note and setting intentions for the next year, like for the new year. This could be something you already plan on doing, and it feels like these next 7 days are also going to be a time of generosity for this group, both in terms of giving and receiving. But it also feels like you're going to be less busy, having a lot less on your plate, or just the energy just feels a bit calmer. There could be moments over the next 7 days where you do feel a bit trapped. Maybe, you have your own process in terms of how you deal with, that, those feelings. So rely on what's best for you in those moments. You also might find yourself fitting in with a certain community or feeling welcomed into a new community or even an existing one actually. Um, but yeah, there is this sense of feeling at home in a certain community, or just feeling like you're a part of something important or something precious to you. It also feels like connecting with people who are just on the same wavelength as you, or share the same values and morals as you, which could make you guys closer or form deeper bonds and relationships with these people. In the coming days, it also feels like you'll have this revelation that you should expect more from yourself. Like in some way, you could be underestimating yourself, aiming too low, and realizing you will have more success if you are to aim higher. all right? There's also this sense of financial security as well for this group, but it also feels like this is going to continue for a long time, like just this sense of calm with your finances, not having to fuss, not having to worry. But you're also being advised not to take any huge financial risks these next few weeks, in terms of taking these risks. It also feels like within the next 7 days, you're definitely going to be feeling clear headed. Like there could be a lot of gift giving as well this next few days or weeks, which actually can make sense since it's that time of year. Um, it feels like you may not want to focus on your responsibilities, and it also feels like you deserve a break. So if you can ditch certain responsibilities for a minute, you should, like if you can take a break, then take it. It also feels like you could be participating in some very important self care these next few days. Again, like this could just be you resting and like, you know, not taking on as much responsibilities as you usually do. That could be the self-care you're participating in. It could be other things as well, like pampering yourself, spoiling yourself, um, or just doing things that you don't usually get to do or have the time to do. So just putting yourself first for a moment. So it also feels like investments you made in the past are going to be paying off, but you'll see even better results a year from now. So you're definitely being advised to keep it up. Like, yeah, take a break, but definitely keep it up. See it through, like the investments that you have made. It also feels like, and this doesn't have to be like physical investments, it could be investments you made or promises you made to yourself, for example. But it could definitely be like career investments or personal development kind of investments. So it also feels like this group, you could end up having like a come to moment where you realize you don't need to compete with anyone, you don't need to compare yourself to anyone or be down on yourself in any way. Um, or if some of you here have like struggle with feeling inferior, you'll realize and have a come to moment where you realize that you don't need to feel that way. Like it's not necessary. You don't need to be down on yourself in that way, because it feels like your blessings are coming as well, and it feels like you're going to see the evidence of that. It also feels like within the next 7 days, you're going to be investing more into the other areas of your life. Like, say, for example, if you've been, super focused on this A, right? It feels like you're going to now be focused on like A, B, and C instead. Of just like A. I hope that makes sense. Um, But whatever this investment is into the other areas of your life, it doesn't really feel like a financial thing. Um, but whatever it is, it's definitely worth it. For some of you, it could be creatively, again, it could be related to self-care or something you are more aware of. If there has been someone that has been combative with you, or you find someone being combative with you moving forward, it feels like, so okay, this could be more related to the past, because it feels like they could be chilling out on doing that, like being unnecessarily combative with you, or in some area of your life, like conflict and tension will be subsiding. It doesn't feel like something you're doing, but challenges or blockages, issues are just falling away over the next 7 days. And there could also be someone that is more willing to compromise. Okay, so we have divine intervention. We have church, temple, mosque. Recognize your spiritual authority. And we also have you are going through some stuff. That's funny. We have church, temple, mosque, and we have the Hierophant. Like they both have this spiritual, religious kind of vibe to it. And we have divine intervention as well. It says God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. Okay, so over the next 7 days, you could find that like there is some form of divine intervention in some area of your life. But this does feel positive, you know. So if you do feel like there is like this, let me see. Like if you feel that an intervention happens, but it almost feels like you're being protected, like definitely trust that and listen to it. With you are going through some tough things, like either tough things that you currently are going through will be a kind of lessening over the next 7 days. There could still be some tough moments, but the advice for that is to, let me see, maybe take control over it, over the situation if you can. For some of you, it could even be like stepping back. And with church, temple, mosque, recognize your spiritual authority. It feels like there could be someone or people or in a certain environment where they're going to be respecting your authority much more than they have been. Okay. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it can be helpful and make sense, and I'm wishing you guys the best. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey, welcome if you've chosen the third group, and this reading is for you. The next 7 days, what are the predictions for you guys? All right, so we have the Six of Wands upright, Five of Swords upright, and the Six of Cups also upright. All right, so next 7 days predictions. Okay, so over the next 7 days, you might find yourself in the spotlight. It feels like you guys are going to be feeling yourself. It definitely feels like you might be taking extra pride in yourself, in your appearance, in your work. For some of you though, you could be having a reason to dress up all nice. You could be doing things to enhance your beauty or just enhance another area of your life, although it does feel like in terms of beauty, but it could be something else too, like enhance your knowledge or your experience or whatever that might be. But there is this overall vibe of feeling good, feeling sexy, feeling confident. Some of you could be going on dates as well. Someone could ask you out of nowhere. So it could feel like it is a bit out of the blue. But it does look like it's a lot of fun, or it could end up being a lot of fun, It also feels like your popularity will be increasing over the next few days. Whether this is socially, at work, friend group, social media even. And if any of you already are in a leadership position, it feels like that's going to be going well over the next 7 days as well. Maybe longer than 7 days, next few weeks. Uh, so the team that you're a part of is going to be thriving, maybe even a group commendation or a group shout out, recognition, that kind of thing. Some of you could already be feeling ambitious, like you're already in this ambitious energy, and it feels like that is um like that's gonna continue in the weeks to come. This will help you get a lot done, help you remain active and on top of things, help you make progress and aid in your success. If you've already been doing things to upgrade, your body or your appearance, it feels like you're going to start to see the results, or you're going to continue to see those results. It feels like you're letting your personality shine, and you should definitely continue to do that, as that will open a few doors for you by just being yourself. You might also find some people being a bit, bitchy. There's not really any advice for that other than deal with that however you feel is best, at the moment, the circumstances, the environment. So yeah, just deal with that however you feel is best. But like, there is advice, this might be unrelated actually, but there is advice to like just avoid doing anything that could like tarnish your reputation in any way. But you might but you might unfortunately notice a few people hating. Let them. They may try to have an influence on your confidence. Don't let them. Some people might not like to see you shining and being happy and feeling confident and growing, but you're actually being encouraged to uplift them anyway. Like, they'll hate it. Okay, if you gave them a negative response, a negative reaction, it would only make them happy, and we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. Okay. So like I said before, try to avoid doing anything that will potentially cloud your reputation. Over the next few days, you might actually realize and see that someone around you is actually quite selfish. Um, there could be someone that may try to pick a fight with you, but it feels like they'll lose anyway. And again, like, just deal with those situations however you feel is best. Some of you could find yourself in a intimidating situation, or just feeling a bit out of your depth, but you're being encouraged to, like, use that as a chance to just step out of your comfort zone. But there are certain situations you might encounter over the next 7 days where you're actually being encouraged or advised to see things from another person's perspective, just so certain things don't escalate if you can avoid it, okay? Also, within the next 7 days, someone from your past could contact you, or you could run into them. If it feels right, you are being encouraged to like hear this person out, hear what they have to say. Only if it feels right to you. Always trust yourself and your intuition. There could be moments where you do feel a bit emotional, but this feels like a good emotional, and it also feels like there's just going to be this overall feeling of being loved and um, and kind of being that love and support to other people as well. So like that mutual love and respect and support in certain environment and certain people. So we have art skin expert, we have celebrity right over the Six of Wands. And we also have make time for self-care. Okay. And we have that right above the Six of Cups. That's funny. Okay, anyway, so where were we? So over like kind of like what we were saying before, like over the next few days, next 7 days, next couple of weeks even, you could be feeling very popular, feeling like you're in the spotlight, feeling like a celebrity, feeling that confidence, okay? So below celebrity says shine like the star you are, and that is definitely the advice that is coming through for this group. If you're feeling confidence, if you're feeling, all glittery and stuff, like show that side of you. So if there comes a situation where you maybe need advice or um, I, I don't know if it's advice. Is it advice? It could be advice actually. So if there does come a moment over the next few days, you're definitely being encouraged to seek out like expert advice. Let me see. Like maybe don't try to wing it. Um, or don't confide or ask people that really don't have the knowledge that you're looking for. And finally, over the next, that was clarified by the Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, this make time for self-care. So over the next 7 days, you could be making time for self-care. I know there was messages at the beginning about enhancements and stuff like that. So that could be a form of self-care for some of you guys. Or you're being encouraged to take part in some self-care over the next couple of weeks, okay? But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful, or it ends up being helpful, and I'm wishing you guys the best. All right, take care. Bye. Welcome. If you've chosen the fourth group, then the shooting is for you. What are the predictions for the next 7 days for you guys? All right, so we have the Justice card, Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands, all upright. Okay. All right, so it feels like within the next 7 days, you could be getting justice for something. This could be like some form of validation for some of you, maybe accountability. This could be, let me see something actually. For some of you, this is finalizing a contract, or it could be justice in another way, like legal justice, for example, or just feeling vindicated. For some of you, like there's this energy of I knew I wasn't crazy, or imagining things and feeling like you have been, like you've proven yourself right. There is a message of being mindful of being too judgmental in some situations, but this definitely feels different to the scenarios that we were just talking about. In the coming days, though, it does feel like there's going to be a decision that is made, which is going to be in your favor. For some of you, you may be participating in a competition. It feels friendly though, like a friendly competition. Um, it also feels like someone or some situation is going to require your honesty in the next few days. But I don't know, like obviously, just take what makes sense. But there is a message that if you don't need to be honest in this situation, then don't. Like, it's like the advice is to like give it a miss. Like, don't lie, don't tell the truth. Like, just avoid it if you can, but only take that advice if it makes sense to you at the time. You know, like if it even occurs for you. The next few days could be a little chaotic, but it seems like you'll be handling that very well. You may even enjoy the chaos, you know. There's a situation that is kind of moving in your favor the next few days. Could be related for some of you. The next 4 days, few days, I don't know why I said 4 days, it could be 4 days. It could be advisable to compromise with someone if you can, um, perhaps to avoid delays, but ultimately, you know, do what you think is best for you. Despite some of the chaos, it seems like you're going to be feeling quite grounded. um, some of you could be receiving unexpected money as well in the next 7 days or next few weeks, which is going to really come in handy. Uh, this could be in the form of new clients, more traffic, more tips, overtime. For some of you, this is simply a financial gift or, you know, receiving money that you're owed. Like some, in the next few days, some of you could be deciding to plant a seed for the future. You know, if you tend to it, it will grow, it will be successful. This seed could be finance related though. And this also feels like discovering your purpose, like a divine revelation almost. It also feels like some of your relationships will be improving. So in some area of your life, it also feels like you'll be creating a strong foundation or reinforcing an existing foundation. This could be related to a few different things like work, relationships, or family. So during the next 7 days, there could also be a feeling or a moment where you feel like you're finally getting over the last hurdle or you're very close to the finish line, when it comes to something you have been working on for a very long time. If you have been feeling drained, if you have been feeling exhausted, it feels like this could be coming to an end for you soon as well. You could just end up feeling much more energetic. For some of you, your past wounds, issues may try to come up again. You know, try to do what works for you in terms of avoiding that maybe. Wait, is this? Um, Within the next 7 days, you may also need to take some time to heal as well. Just a little check in with yourself, just to get your mind right, you know. And finally, we have stop talking. We have school, examine your beliefs about being tested. And we have ready to love again. So within the next 7 days, you could learn something important. This could be even learning stuff about yourself, actually, more like as opposed to like things external to you. So over this next, like, do you know there was a message earlier about like not lying but not telling the truth, maybe just kind of avoiding it, maybe just with stop talking, it could just be like don't say anything, like don't, add your opinion, or just don't say anything in a certain situation. But it feels like you will know, um, whether that's right for you in that moment. So with Ready to Love Again, it says you've healed it from your past enough to open your heart to new love. And for a lot of you, this may not even be about like new love, new romance. It could be a love for something else. It could be a love for yourself, or just being ready to do something. Maybe you weren't ready before because there were things that you were working through, or there were things that you were healing. But it feels like over the next 7 days, either you're gonna be doing some more healing, which does allow you to be ready for something new coming your way with the Ace of Pentacles, or this is something that you've kind of been doing and you have been healing yourself. Yeah, things may crop up every now and then, um, but it feels like whatever healing you have been doing, it has been getting you ready for something new, like a new phase, a transition in your life, right? But that is all that's coming through for those of you. Wait, hold on. So for some of you, this could be love life related, actually. So some of you, maybe within the next 7 days, you might feel like there's hope for you to like love again, whether this be an existing situation or whether this be, kind of seeing new hope in someone new. But yeah, there could be some of that over the next 7 days as well. All right. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really, really do hope this could be helpful and make sense. And I'm wishing you the best. Okay. Take care. Bye.